Welcome to the Screenwriting Guru channel. If you're having problems with your screenwriting, you have come to the right place. I'm here to take your thoughts and help you develop them inside a wonderful screenplay so you can either submit it to contests or production companies. So get your pen and paper ready to take notes. Old-fashioned way, because learning to screenwrite is something you have to take on from your inner self. So you ready to begin? Tip number 1 is find the right software for you. Now I say this from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, you can take a regular pen and a blank piece of paper and you can start writing, but no one in Hollywood South, Bollywood, will even take it. They won't even look at it. Without it being formatted correctly, you will get rejected time and time again. So, with that said, what do? There are 2 programs out there that I recommend. The first program is expensive and you have to purchase it. The second one is for free. Now free is good, right? I like free. Who doesn't like free? But unfortunately, not everybody is getting into the free one. Now there are some advantages to it over the one that you have to pay for. So we're going to get in those in just 1 second. But first, let's talk about the one that you have to buy. That's Final Draft. It is actually becoming the norm of Hollywood. Anybody that's anybody, if they're going to read your screenplay, they're going to want it in Final Draft. I don't care if it's a producer. I don't care if it's people like me that read screenplays for production companies, not only my own production company, but somebody else's production company. And I serve in several committees for a screenwriting contest. Now, with that said, yep, you guessed it, we need it in Final Draft. Final Draft will help you get over what I call that scare white page tactic, because that's what everybody starts with, is a blank white page. Well, when you look at formatting issues, and we'll go way into depth, not in this video, but in another video coming, next to come, is different formatting issues as well as different problems that I have found over and over and again when I read screenplays or when I try to help somebody rewrite their screenplay or revamp their screenplay. Now, Final Draft actually can help you with some of these problems, and this is how. Inside Final Draft, there is what is called the scene headings, and it helps you start describing where you are, whether it's an interior shot or an exterior shot, whether you're in the backyard, a bedroom, a park, is it night or is it day. Every screenplay, there's a certain way that you format it, whether you're doing it in Final Draft or the other program I'm going to talk about. So inside your Final Draft, there's a place that you can key in and you get that formatting, and it helps you. And then when you hit your enter button, it takes you right directly to your action description, and then followed by your character and your dialogue. So when you keep that in mind, to start a screenplay, those are the 4 necessities of opening or closing or even beginning to write a screenplay. You have to have your scene heading, you have to have your action description, you have to have your character or characters, and you have to have your dialogue. That is the basic structure for every scene. Let me re-emphasize this. The basic structure for every scene is a scene heading, an action description, a character or characters, followed by their dialogue. That's it. Makes it easy, right? Well, we'll get into it a lot more. Now, let's talk about the free program. There's a lot of struggling screenwriters out there, and a lot of struggling independent production companies and independent producers, short films, whatever, students that cannot afford the Final Draft because it can be expensive. And in our economy, expensive is not really good. So the program is called Celtics, CELTX.com. Now I love Celtics. As a matter of fact, I recommend it all the time to independent, producers and first-time screenwriters, etc. It's a wonderful program. As a matter of fact, in certain ways, it does more than what Final Draft can do for you. And here's why. Yes, you get your buttons where you can click your scene headings. You get your button for your action description. You get your buttons for your characters and your dialogues. But once that screenplay is finished, there's a whole lot of other tools out there. And I love it. You can develop your call sheets from it. You can develop your location list, your makeup list, your wardrobe list, your prop list, all of these things that as a producer I find important. But we're a long way from call sheets and production schedules. First, we got to get that screenplay written. So tip number 1, get you a good screenwriting software program. Final Draft, I recommend wholeheartedly. Yes, it costs money, but there is one that's free, and I love it too, and that's Celtics. See you next time right here on the Screenwriting Guru channel. I'm Dr. Mel, your script doctor.